Oh, it's you again. Nice of you to show your face. Not that you can really help it, of course. Showing your face, I mean, sort of goes wherever you go, doesn't it? Tiring, I imagine. You following you everywhere. But, you know, I appreciate the effort. I guess we can call it that. I suppose you got my invitation. Maybe you just followed everyone else into this room and you have no idea what you've stumbled into. Welcome. You're here now, youing about in your little you costume. There's nothing you need to do. Just be yourself. I know how that sounds. But I mean really, be yourself. What does that mean to you? Find a spot that feels comfortable. Sit, stand, whatever. It's up to you at the end of the day. Right. I suppose we'd better get started. Cilia. That's what the minuscule hairs that dance in your nose when you breathe are called. There are as many of them in your nose as on your head, unless you're bald. Or you pick your nose especially vigorously. They're like tiny security guards, those nose hairs. Breath is on the guest list, but dust. Dust is always trying to crash the party when you least expect. When you drop something precious into the gaping mouth of the sofa. When Nana shows you an old photo album. When you finally find the sock that has been living behind the radiator. Dust is sneaky that way. Better that we focus on breath. The way it travels in through your nose across all those follicles and down your sinuses, caverns of bone and cartilage to your lungs. Those relentless bellows. 17,000 breaths in the average day. There goes one. And another. Do you feel your lungs expanding and deflating as you breathe? Maybe you want to place your hands on your ribs. Maybe you might be so bold as to sigh when breathing out. That's it. Once more. And what happens as you sigh if you mix that sigh with a sound that lets everyone in the room know how you're feeling? And what happens as you sigh if you mix that sigh with a sound? As you breathe, you could hum. As you hum, place your hand on your throat, on your face, on your nose, on your chest, so you can feel the vibrations. As you hum, chew that hum in your closed mouth like it's toffee stuck to your tongue and teeth. What happens if, as you breathe out, you imagine that breath as a ball you can hold in your hand? From your lungs, the oxygen in your breath travels round your whole body in the vessels of your blood, and as this oxygen travels, it powers you up, passing across the borders of cellular membranes in a choreographed dance. This is the engine of you. Adenosine triphosphate, ATP, the body's battery, converts all this breath to something you can use. Energy isn't created or lost so much as transferred. Breath knows this. And that's how you find yourself here, living without thinking about it. Intricate machine that you are, clanking and spluttering and trundling along. Maybe it starts in your brain with the thought, I want to take a breath. You probably don't even feel yourself thinking it. If you did, you'd think it 17,000 times every day. Imagine that. But there's a smaller moment. Here, let's rest in it for a minute. Where does all that breath end up? What is it that you need energy for? Even in this stillness, something inside you is moving. Your cells are like thousands of selves going about their business in the bustling city of your body. They have things to do. Each of them works in support of something bigger than itself. And if the body is a city, a cell is the house you grew up in, a place you like to go, a favorite patch of grass, that tree house, a tiny corner of the world you know so well. Even inside the cell, there are the crucial things of the house, the nucleus where everybody gathers. It might be the garden, or the front room, or the kitchen, or the tennis courts, or the skate park, or the football pitch. It's the epicenter, a corner in a neighborhood, in a city. And if your body is this city, outside the body is a country, and then a whole planet, then a universe. Imagine a marketplace. Stall holders selling bric-a-brac and tat and cameras and old bikes and everything that gathers dust. But just because it's dusty doesn't mean it can't be used. Bananas. Buy yourself a bunch of beautiful bananas. Cam, I got some lovely grapes just in. Are you in the market for some spinach? The cells in this marketplace the body a series of marketplaces, and standing at the entrance of each one you find traders, swamping, and standing at the entrance of each one you find traders, swapping something they've got for something they need, and it works. This trade, this network of collaborators, this market flows with the freedom of open water or air blowing through a green open space, microscopic superhighways by which fungi communicate. Everyone depends on everyone else. It works. Can you hear the music in this marketplace? A carnival of rhythms drawn from all corners of the globe. Will you dance? When you dance, the cells have their own small part to play. You might think it starts in your foot, tapping the rhythmic shrug of a shoulder, but the music goes deeper. The marketplace inside each cell bustles like a birthday party where friends and cousins and aunties move in unison. Think of how many cells are in your eyes. How much energy and movement it takes to open your eyes. Open your eyes. And from the cell we zoom till cells group together as tissue. And if we go a little further, a little faster, that tissue is stacked to become an organ, and those organs have their own part in the dance. A body does, in its waking and sleeping moments. From the organ, zoom out to a system of roads inside the body through which different organs speak to each other. And if a speck of dust should tickle the hairs inside your nose, that sends a message zipping through your body. Who knows which comes first? But when you feel that tickle and you need to sneeze, and the cells and tissues and organs, they're all in on it. When you sneeze, we leave the way we came, passing over cilia. Those thousands of tiny hairs, as many in your nose as on your head, unless you're bald. Or you pick your nose particularly vigorously. Out the nose, we're outside the body. And if the body is a celestial body, a planet, then this outside world must be the universe. You. Put the U in universe. And so, just as likely as not, we find ourselves floating through space and time. And of course, space and time are indivisible, so we're floating through space-time, really. Anyway, imagine more space than you can imagine, and you're almost there. Yes. It's amazing, isn't it? Quite like it myself. Got to keep moving. making your way wherever it is you're going. You have to find your own little pathway. I mean, there are a series of pathways to choose from. This might be a good moment to take a breath. Decide which one looks good to you. Yes, that's it. Can you feel all that motion? Even in this moment of stillness. You, in the universe, but you are the universe. The cells of your body move as stars move, and deep down, really deep down, they're made of the same stuff. The stars you see in the night sky are made of atoms just as the cells in your body, so everybody is a star. Or at least, we're made of star stuff. Set in that knowledge. Let it guide you as you move, as we move through the orbits of our lives.